blogs in the car, these YouTube blogs. They should be in the studio, but I ain't going to the studio because of the bullshit. And I'm just reading the paper here, which is what I want to talk to you about in a second. First, I need you to subscribe to my channel, please, and give me thumbs up and likes and shares. Let's make our billions together. The only reason to watch my blogs is to get rich and give yourself the greatest possible lifestyle you can give yourself. And we always are hiring producers, content creators, editors. So if you're a producer, you're a content creator, you're an editor, please get in touch with me. You got to monetize all the content because I'll share all the wealth with you. But I need a content producer to run the David Bronstein monetized content bullshit. So that's off the top. All content producers get in touch with me. I want to read this article to you. Did you see this here? Disney Plus adds racism warnings. See it? Disney Plus adds racism warnings. Disney Plus adds race. I thought it was a girl walking by. Oh, Andrew's not watching this. Disney Plus adds racism warnings. Classic movies like Dumbo, Aladdin, Peter Pan. Maybe there's something called Peter Pan, The Aristocrats, Swiss Family Robinson, all the Disney movies. They're now going to have a written disclosure. It's going to say, this program includes negative depictions of little boys that could fly, elephants that could fly with big ears. This program includes negative... what the hell is it saying? This program includes negative depictions. Jeez, I spit all over the phone. Negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and they're wrong now. And rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact and learn from it and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together. Disney is committed to creating stories with inspirational and aspirational themes that reflect the rich diversity of the human experience around the globe. Disney's putting disclaimers in all their movies that were made in the 30s, 20s, 40s. And saying, look, you may see some racist stuff in these movies. The cartoon Cinderella. Sure, we were hollering at the stepsisters, but you shouldn't holler at any sisters. You shouldn't do that. And Bambi, I can't even talk about Bambi when they shoot the mother. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want that. Shouldn't have guns. We shouldn't have guns anyway. But Disney, whatever movies were made in the 20s, 30s, whatever the hell it was, they're putting a disclaimer. You might be offended by these movies. Disney movies. Mary Poppins, you might be offended when the kite, when they sang go fly a kite, a spoonful of sugar, it's too much sweet, shouldn't have sugar. They're putting disclaimers on the Disney movies. You might get offended if you watch it. Because when it was made at that time, there were terrible stereotypes, racist stereotypes. I don't want to offend anybody. And now I heard all the studios are putting disclaimers. I was watching Schindler's List. I saw it. There's a disclaimer, Schindler's List. We just want to let you know the Germans are really nice people. Nobody should do anything to the Jews. They put disclaimers on Schindler's. Now that there's disclaimers on Archie Bunker. It's not good to be a bigot. There's disclaimers on the Jeffersons. I don't know what. What is going on? What world do I live in? What world is this? I don't know what else to say. When I read this, I also heard a story that Warner Brothers is re-editing their cartoons because they don't want Elmer Fudd to have a gun and shoot Bugs Bunny. So they're changing the gun to something else. Look, here's my take on the bullshit, because that's what this is. I got the sun in my eye. I got the sun in the morning, the moon at night. I don't even know what the hell to say. I told the children yesterday, my kids, I think they're my kids. I told my kids yesterday, I'm Mr. Burns. I come from a different era. That was normal. Normal era. When there was segregation, normal. Of course, I can't. Not only can I do that joke, then I got to tell you, I got to put a disclaimer. Segregation is not normal. There's my disclaimer. My mother used to tell me years ago, there were signs at country clubs, no Jews and dogs allowed. No Jews. When I grew up in Philly, I never saw signs, colored water fountains and colored people go back here. I never saw those signs. I never saw them. They were around. I see in history they're around. They're going to put a disclaimer when they talk about history and this is not right. So the Jews, because no one would hire a Jew. You know, when Germans did to the Jews, who the hell wants the Jews? So the Jews started their own businesses because nobody would hire them. That's why the Jews run Hollywood. They run the banks because nobody would hire them. I'm going to put a disclaimer. The Jews really don't own the banks. The Jews don't really own Hollywood. Gotta have disclaimers. I don't know what else to begin. I don't know what else. All right, so I come from a world where things are normal, all right? None of this bullshit is normal. None of it is normal. Things happen at the moment that it happened. And that's the way it is. You can't go back and change it. This is Nazi Germany. This is the Nazis when they get rid of all Jewish history. And there'll be no Jews. And then they're going to start a museum. This is the way the Jews were. I heard on Paul Harvey. They were creating a museum, putting all the artwork. When they stole all the artwork and they stole the houses, they stole everything from the Jews, the Nazis. They were going to create a museum. This, at one point, this was a culture. And they're changing, the world, the kooks, the nuts, are changing history by re-editing Warner Brother cartoons. You know, hello, my baby, hello, my... Wonderful. It's offensive to frogs. I don't know what world I'm living in. I don't understand this world. Like, I love Broadway, great Broadway. Jack Webber said in the 1970s, there's nothing like a Broadway show. And he was right, there was nothing like a Broadway show. My parents took me to see shows in Philadelphia. They were great, the Forest Theater, Schubert Theater in Philadelphia. But when you go to Broadway, when you don't see the touring company, you see the original cast, Zero Mostel and Fiddler on the Roof, Robert Morris and How to Succeed in Business. They're outstanding. There's nobody, it gives me such pleasure. There's nobody like them. Broadway's not like that today. Of course, Broadway's closed because of the bullshit. But I've been to many Broadway shows after that, and I saw Promises I couldn't. Promises, Jerry Orbach was unbelievable. I didn't see with him, but when I was a kid, my father was in a show at this theater called the Abbey Playhouse in Philadelphia. But I see performances of Jerry Orbach. I've seen performances of Jerry Orbach. It's unbelievable. Then I saw it on Broadway. Oh my God, Broadway. I saw West Side Story on Broadway recently. They're talking Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. I don't understand Puerto Rican. I don't understand it. But just talk English. I know you're Puerto Rican. Just talk English. No, you got to talk Spanish. Well, we got to be real. They put a disclaimer. It's offensive. The Puerto Ricans. You shouldn't stab Puerto. In West Side Story, there's a disclaimer when you go to see the show. You shouldn't stab Puerto Ricans. It's a dumb thing. Because that's what happens in the show. In Fiddler on the Roof, there's a disclaimer, you know, at the end, the Russians, they kicked all the Jews out of Anatevka. There's a pretty good disclaimer. You shouldn't kick Jews out of the town. There's a disclaimer. Don't kick any Jews out of their town. Disney has put a disclaimer. Where the hell's the disclaimer? Here. Disclaimer. See what it says? We're putting disclaimers. Stereotypes, they're wrong. Who cares? Okay. You know what I care about? Cash, lots of cash. Do you believe somebody actually... I'm a big star on TikTok. Go to TikTok. Share, like, I'm David Bronstein. I give you entertainment, and you laugh all the way to the bank. Because of all this bullshit going on, stores closing up, you got to laugh, and you got to make a lot of money and have a lot of fun. So if you like cash and fun, you message me, DaveTVWorld@Look.com. Would you believe somebody put on TikTok? I got 50,000 views, 15,000 likes and subscribers. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I need a content producer, so message me if you're a content producer and editor. I need my company's editors. We're a branding agency, DB Digital. What is it called? I have a lot of companies, actually. I'm part of the company called iProduct Share. Another one called JD Media Group. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I got to make a quick billion now, but some lady wrote on, the trolls. They wrote on TikTok, you're so materialistic. What are you doing for the veterans and for the broke and for the, I don't know, what am I doing for everybody, she said. Of course, I didn't respond to that, but it's a blog to talk about. What does she care what I'm doing? Shouldn't she be concerned with what she's doing? You should all be concerned with what you're doing, not what anybody else is doing. And all you should be doing is making money and giving yourself the greatest possible lifestyle you ever can. Because anybody can have it. Anybody can be rich and live a lifestyle. Nobody has to be broke. It's all on you. If you're broke, not only is God laughing, he's calling up the devil and said, look at this schmuck. I gave him 125 years of great health, and he's broke. Yeah, you live a high lifestyle, you lose it all, you do it again. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. It's all on you. It's all on me every day. There's no safety net. I walk a tightrope every day for the lifestyle that I want, and then I get the lifestyle I want. And you can too, because I'm sharing it with you. It's that easy. I'm sharing with you deals billionaires do, and you do the deals. And if you don't know how, because I certainly don't know how, I hire people that know how, and we profit share, we pay them. I'm telling you, all you got to do is message me. If you want to live a high lifestyle, that's the only reason why to message me. If you want to live a high lifestyle, message me, davestvworld.outlook.com. And I'll tell you right now, it's e-commerce where all the cash is at. But I'll give you 125 other deals. Influencers, gamers, live streamers, esports players. All these fitness gurus are all getting fired from their gyms. We'll hire fitness gurus. We hire everybody because everybody's a dollar sign to make money. davestvworld.outlook.com. There's no disclaimers. A disclaimer. Let's make our billions together. That's my disclaimer. Let's make our billions together and let's have a lot of fun. That's all. Everything else is bullshit. Now message me right now. I have no more time to blog. I gotta add more disclaimers. I gotta see what other disclaimers are on the movies, the Disney movies with the bullshit disclaimers. davestvworld.outlook.com. Where my world makes sense because it's about cash and lifestyle. The rest of the world went nuts. davestvworld.outlook.com. Message me now if you want cash and lifestyle, and let's make our billions together. Goodbye. Jesus, I'm gonna win you to write this lottery right here. Bullshit.